Thank you so much. Good morning, all of you. So very happy to see you, all of you in Sunday class. And so now we will have, I think, only 2 classes. I think on the, look like we will have only 2 classes until I leave Singapore. Therefore, today we will discuss more about, our daily practice. Because of all of us, so we have been studying Dharma for many months, few years. Since today, in the future, we need to focus more, our daily practice, how to apply all the Dharma knowledge we have in our minds. Therefore, for the one day, beginning of our days, when we woke up, when we open, our eyes, the first step, we need to appreciate, we need to realize. What we need to realize? We need to realize I am one of the luckiest person, one of the fortunate person to have another day to practice Dharma, another day to have to do good things for myself, good things for others. Therefore, first we need to realize. Second, also we must appreciate ourselves. First, we really appreciate our previous, all the positive karma we have accumulated, we have a rejoice. Also, we appreciate, all the food we receive, all the food we consume, all the food and drink, all the external facility come through millions of people. Also, we must have a pure sense of appreciation to all human beings, all sentient beings. As I mentioned many times, even though just when we drink a cup of tea, coffee, directly or indirectly, the coffee come to your place, in your cup, water, whatever drink, eat, and come on your plate and cup, actually directly, indirectly, come to all human beings. For example, very simple, small example, when we go for morning walking in the park, doing exercise, the beautiful, the clean park, which is we are enjoying in the morning, afternoon, evening, the park actually, built, created by Singapore government or, the local community. In order to build the beautiful, clean park, they need money. The money comes from, collect all the taxes from Singaporean, non-Singaporean. Therefore, even the small park we have is come through millions of people. Then, the tree, the flowers, the sand, the stone, the soil, so many things we import from Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Taiwan, China, in all over the world, from all over the world. Therefore, also we can think this beautiful power we have is come through all human beings. Therefore, we must have a great appreciation towards all human beings. So when we appreciate, when we do appreciation for all human beings, at the same time, we must have a sense of pure love and compassion towards all sentient beings, particularly all human beings. So when we have a pure love and compassion towards all human beings, then it looks like we totally close the chapter of our enemy. We totally close the chapter of, kind of dislike or hated people, group, and society. Then the second step, when we realize the opportunity to have another day to do Dharma practice, to do, the positive action to benefit others, benefit yourself, then you need to realize this kind of opportunity, and I cannot have all the time. Today I'm still survive. Today still I'm alive. So this day, like today, the whole day is very important for me. I should not use the opportunity, the time, energy for the meaningless thing. I must use the energy, the time, the opportunity to achieve the meaningful things. Meaningful for yourself, meaningful for others, meaningful for all sentient beings, all human beings. Sometimes we do things quite important for ourselves, quite meaningful for ourselves. When we analyze, what we achieve, which is important for us, when we analyze, then we're going to realize those look like important, look like very meaningful, but not really. So how I, achieve the meaningful things in my life? The first, as a foundation, everybody, male and female, rich and poor, Buddhist or non-Buddhist, everybody, all human beings, always wish to be healthy. Even though animals, different kinds of creatures, they always wish to be healthy and happy. Therefore, we need to focus on our health, the physical health and mental health. When we are healthy physically, mentally, then we are almost, ready to practice pure Dharma. Because you are physically healthy, you have the energy to practice Dharma for every moment, every day. Also, when we have healthy minds, healthy mind means a lot of positive minds. When you have a lot of positive minds, the mind always be positive. Then practicing Dharma already started. Then you can do more serious and pure Dharma practice. At this point, many Buddhist, many religious, people has a problem. Before practice Dharma, before studied the recitation, chanting, we already have a lot of negative thoughts. Then we just stop for time being, when do practice recitation, chanting, visualization, after we have done our daily recitation, chanting practice, then we are again ready to have a lot of negative thoughts. If we've been like this whole life, then we cannot have good progress in Dharma practice. For example, this morning when I reflect on my daily kind of practice, also I reflect on yours daily Dharma practice. It look like we clean our bathroom every day. We clean today, then tomorrow we use the bathroom, make dirty again. Then we clean again, become dirty, clean, become dirty, clean. We never able to clean the bathroom for whole life. Cannot. Similarly, all practice like this. So when we do meditation on compassion, we control our own anger. After we stop practicing generating compassion, then we let anger arise again. That means plus minus. We cannot see good progress. Then what we should do in order to keep the bathroom very cleanly? So we need to stop to make the bathroom again dirty. Then if we stop like taking shower in bathroom, then for the short time we can see that my bathroom, my kitchen is very clean. When you look far away, you can see very clean. Then when you look very closely on the tile, on the kitchen, on the stove, on the pots, on the glass, then you notice, still there are some, dust, smoke, blackness there. Then those dust, the blackness, the black spots, is not really come from, outside, because you fully close your doors and window. Your doors and windows are very tight. The air and smoke cannot come in. Then when the dust actually come from, this means the dust, the black spots, the dirty things is come from within the bathroom, within the kitchen. Likewise, when we stop, arousing anger towards others, harming others, stop having negative thoughts others, that means your mind become more clean, more peaceful. Still in the deep down, you have a, angry, attachment, hatred. Then the attachment you have, how they arise? They arise within yourself. You are angrying yourself. You are hating yourself. You are attaching yourself. Also, we need to stop to have negative thoughts ourselves. Then your practice, your mind become very clean, very pure, very perfect. Mean your Dharma practice become very perfect, very excellent. But this, the perfect, excellent cannot be perfect, excellent forever, because the root is still there, which is ignorance. If we practice compassion, the pure compassion every day, we will look like Bodhisattva. No anger, no hatred. Still, we can have attachment because the compassion cannot control your attachment. You are a very compassionate person. You are, or we are like, actually look like bodhisattva, but still we have an attachment towards our families, our belongings, particularly our dear and nearest one. Therefore, we need to realize if I practice compassion every day, it's not sufficient to be happy all the time, because then attachment will annoying you. Then also, we need to control our attachment. Within the attachment, there are so many attachments we have. We have attachment towards, about our belongings, house, like a car, position, families. But what is the most, serious attachment we have? Attachment towards, attachment towards our own self. We strongly attach on ourselves. For example, you have a things, when somebody, take your belongings, still you're able to manage, control your anger, hatred, disappointment. When we lost, our family, one of our families, lost all family, still we are able to manage our, disappointment, unhappiness. When the time comes, it's time to lose our own life. This time, this kind of, like a period is very difficult. You don't care much about, your belongings, your families, relatives, dear near one. When we realize it is time to leave me, this world, then one, you attach your life. You strongly attach your, physical body. Also, we very much have a lot of worry. What happened next? But therefore, generally, we need to stop to have any kinds of negative thoughts, others. Particularly, we need to stop to have the negative thoughts ourselves. Therefore, we must start our daily life every day. First, appreciation. Realize opportunity. When we realize the important opportunity, then we use the opportunity, the timing, energies to achieve meaningful things, which is control. At the beginning of our day, beginning of our daily morning, we need to stop to apply the Dharma knowledge. Stop negative thoughts, others, and self. That means you start your Dharma, your day with practicing pure Dharma. Then second, as a human being, as a possessing, this physical body, what we need to take shower, we need to wash this body. Therefore, the precious Garland already explained what the body is, the physical bodies look like. The physical body, whoever own, human, other sentient being, the body looks clean, beautiful, look nice from outside. Inside, all the bodies is completely filled with all the kind of uncleaning things. Uncleaning things. Therefore, in order to use the opportunity, first we need to realize that the timing is very important. The timing, the opportunity. When the opportunity we have, we should not let it go. We should not use for meaningless thing. Meaningless thing. Therefore, we need to use this physical body to achieve the meaningful things. Therefore, we have the body, we need to take a shower. Otherwise, if you don't take shower in Singapore 1 week, all your clothes become smelly, all your body become smelly. The room where you sleep stay is fully become smelly. We need to take shower. Or we need to wash our face. So when we are taking shower, you think two kinds of showering. One, the normal shower, pouring water on your body through shower, by buckets, whatever. The thing I'm cleaning this contaminated body to clear the gross, stained, the smelly, dust, the sodi, whatever I'm cleaning. Second shower, when you're showering, you must think, I wish I will clean the smelly of ignorance, attachment, anger, hatred. After you finish your showering, you must think, my physical body become very clean. It can be clean for a few hours, but it's become again dirty. And also you must think, when I visualize, showering, my negative thoughts, is for short time you feel good about, but you will, come back. They will come back. They will arise again. Then how you need to apply the Dharma, apply the knowledge of Dharma when you are taking shower. Then, in order to maintain our healthy body, we must eat, we must drink. Everybody needs to drink. Even the Bodhisattva who are in the 10 bhumi, they need a food to eat, they need a drink, water or whatever for drink. So also when you eat food, when you drink, when you take drinks, also you might think, I'm taking the gross food to sustain my physical body, to have a healthy body. Also, while you are eating or drinking, again, we must have a great appreciation. The people who involve, had this kind of food and drink. Also, you might think, I'm eating the Dharma food. I'm drinking the Dharma drink to control my all negative thoughts, particularly ignorance. Also, before we eat and drink, we must do, short offering. The food, the drink, you can offer to Tripaljan. You can offer to, sentient beings. You can offer to one very particular, like a human being, sentient beings. That means before you are eating, you are, sharing your food and drink for, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings, particularly all the hungry beings. Also, usually, I got this question from someone, I think 1 month ago. I didn't reply, privately. I thought I should answer in class. So when we do the Guru Puja, usually we do the Tso offering. That Tso offering, what we set up, we place We put fruits or biscuit, different kinds of like cookie. We set up there. Then we do blessing, the inner and outer blessing. We bless the offering. Then we offer to the idam, the first guru, idam, Tipaljan, Dakadaginis and Dharma protectors, and all sentient beings. We offer to the 5 kind of field of merit. First guru, second idam, third, triple gems, the fourth, Dakadaginis and Dharma protector, the last, all sentient beings. Therefore, all the food we daily eat, you just think, this is a so offering. The food and water you just offer to Tirupati. You don't need to do the the long blessing chanting. Simply you must sing Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. But when you are alone in your home, you can chant the Om Ahum loudly. It's okay. When you are having like breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever in the public place, in the food court, in the restaurant, we should not chant loudly. We chant mentally. Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Or you chant very quietly. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Right? That time you need to remember that the meaning or why we need to recite Om Ahum. First they come Om, second third Hum. Right? The order is opposite. Om Ahum, when you say Hum first time, purify all the impurities in the food, in the drink, on the place. Hum. The second day we say Om Ahum, we need to remember Mainly you remember, transforming the food and drink into as a pure nectar by power of Therefore, first Hum, purifying, transforming or changing into pure nectar. Then third time you say Om Ahum, you need to remember the power of Om, mean the nectar in your plate, in your cup, on your table, everything's multiply as an ocean. Very simple way you bless your food and drink as a soul offering. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. This means the food and drink become pure nectar, multiply as a big ocean. So you don't need to think, the cup, the thing is kapala, is something is too much. Because many of you like to, talk about, kapala, 5 meats, 5 nectar. When you have time, you can think more precisely. Mostly, Om Ahum enough. Then just have short time, maybe few minutes. You just think I'm offering the nectar to the Guru, Idam, Buddha, Dharma Sangha, Dakadakinis, and Dharma protectors, and all sentient beings. Then so offering. Then you eat, you drink. Now here you can see 2 important benefits. First, simple food and drink, you're able to transform as an ocean of nectar, offering to Tribal all sentient beings. You accumulate a great amount of merit within the short time. Also, you offer the soul to all sentient beings, particularly the hungry beings. You repay their karmic debtors. This is one benefit. The second benefit is all the food and drink became pure nectar, the power of Om Ahum. That means the food and drink become, perfect medicine for your health, perfect medicine to cure all sickness and any kinds of disease. Right? Therefore, the idea we apply anytime, anywhere, in the food court, in the restaurant, in your home, wherever you. Look at now, you can know how to practice Dharma within the short time, very simple way, but very meaningful, very important. We should not think that so we must offer on the full moon day. We must offer on the important days. Yes, as a Buddhist, we celebrate a few important days, like a Vesak. We celebrate Vesak Day as an important day. Also, we celebrate, the first day of the training of Dharma. Also, we celebrate, birthday of your own gurus. We celebrate this important as an important, important for us, for the Buddha, for your gurus, or something. But generally, as a Buddhist, every day, every moment is a very, very important for every Buddhist. Because every moment you have the opportunity to apply the Dharma. If you miss every moment, not applying, not using, not practicing Dharma, it's become, you're really wasting the time. Therefore, we should not think, only Vesak, the turning way of Dharma, or New Year, my guru's birthdays are very important. Normal day for me not important. No, the normal days are important for you. One important, you need to achieve things for your this life. Most important, every moment you need to practice Dharma to achieve the meaningful things. Therefore, how we should eat, drink, things, how to transform into soul over to Triple Gem. And also, in our Buddhist culture, I say Buddhist culture, in different countries or different culture, when someone pass away, right? In Singapore, yes, after the person pass away, we do all the what on English name, the makeup things, put the beautiful clothes, put in the coffin, bring to the the community center, the community the place. We set up the beautiful altar, keep the body there for 4 days. Most people keep 4 days, which is good. You are following, the culture. But what we say, people come to, the place to pay respect the people who pass away. It's a very kind of culture. Normally, we don't have any respect to the people or the person who passed away. Even though when your parents, father and mother are alive, you don't have a respect. After they die, you are paying respect to the dead body. It's kind of meaningless. Then what we do, what should do? Yes, we follow the culture. We remember the person kindness. We remember how the person cares you. If they are your father or mother, they really cares you for many, many, many years. Remember their kindness and do proper recitation, chanting. We should not say pay respect to the dead body. We say, I remember the people kindness. I want to repay their kindness. And those people who come to pay respect to the person, if they are Buddhists, somehow they are stay around there for maybe 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour. Ask them to do like recitation, chanting. prayers instead of just having coffee, eating the sunflower seeds, eating the bihun. Look like sometimes they came to pay respect as a having kind of little party. It's also, in a way, it's a culture. We request them through recitation. Also, since the person passed away, usually what we do pray for 4 days. Most people do the 49 days. Then we stop, doing prayer for the person passed away. We must carry the prayer for the person who passed away for whole our life. So this means how we, do the proper way to do the cremation, the step. Also, when we see, someone pass away, their body is in the coffin, we just pay respect, offer the joystick. We do pay respect 3 times, but we never think one day I can be in the coffin. My body can be in the coffin. We know one day we're going to leave this, we must leave this world. Then remember what Lamrim said, death will come. Uncertain, not sure. That means remember that time, remember the death, particularly remember the uncertainty of our life, uncertainty of our everything is very uncertainty. Particularly this day, things are very uncertain. We eat food, healthy food. Sometimes the healthy food turn into poison. We do a lot of exercise. Sometimes the exercise costs your life. For example, the last year in South India, there was a very famous film star, very famous. He was very healthy, but he passed away due to the heart attack. He got the heart attack. He did excessive exercise. Now exercise can cost your life. Food can cost your life. The metro, the bus, car, so many things can cost your life. Therefore, remember uncertainty. Particularly the life, the death can come anytime. When you see the dead body, when you see the dead body of human, we feel upset. When we see the dead body of animals, particularly animal from field like a fish, the prawns, we don't have a sense of compassion. We very much enjoy eating this thing. Therefore, remember the Dharma all the time, everywhere, every moment. Then, how to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between. You always try to transform into soup offered to all Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, all sentient beings. Then, many of you has a job, in different places, different place. So when you are in the workplace, make sure you should not mix your professional life and the Dharma. Means, let's say you are, manager of, one of the company or manager of the restaurant, or, you're doing job somewhere. When you are doing job, you just focus on your job. In between, you should not do, recitation, chanting. No, job is job. But while you are working in the working place, of course, all other people don't have a a good heart. Or somebody argue with you, or somebody criticizing you. somebody says some nonsense thing you, then I say in the past, it's good to be quiet, don't respond. First, a few times. If you always be quiet, the people saying a lot of negative thing about you, people criticizing the best thing you, then you must speak. You must speak out. You must talk to the person directly without having anger and hatred. You need to explain. You say me this, no like this. If the thing is you already done something wrong, the first you try to correct yourself, try to be better person, try to be better workers. Therefore, in the work, you don't mix up so many things. And also one problem we have as a Buddhist, for example, there are 4 Buddhist people, came together for lunch. When one person, cannot remember, need to do prayers, he just eat the food or drink, take the drink. The person said, no, you should not supposed to eat and drink before prayers. You should not say, the person has done, just be quiet. You just do yourself, offering. Many people say, no, you should not supposed to do this, you should this. Don't give a lot of advice, others. At least they ask you to advise. Why? Because when you say, oh, you eat without prayers, you drink without offering, then the people will feel bad. Then the people, really hurt what you said. So we need to know when, how we should advise. Therefore, so mainly what I'm saying, we need to practice Dharma every moment, every time, everywhere. In the working place, I say you should not mix up your professional work and Dharma mean. For example, when you need to work something, then someday you just chant. No, you need to chant in your mind. This thing. Then another important, today I will urge or request all of you. Also, just let you know, let you remember, remind you, many of us always try to be the perfect Buddhist within few months, few years. This is, incorrect way to thinking. We cannot be perfect, excellent Buddhist within few months, few years. Gradually, you can be perfect Buddhist, excellent Buddhist practitioner. At the beginning, yes, you do positive things, you have done negative things. You have done negative things, you have done positive things. Slowly, we need to learn less negativity, more positivity. More positivity, very less negativity. The finally one day, definitely one day will come, you always have only positive thoughts. Therefore, at the beginning, very short time, within few years, we should not think I can be perfect Buddhist. If you have this kind of, thoughts, you need to change your mind. You must think, definitely my target is to be pure Buddhist, means able to practice purely the Dharma. It takes time. Therefore, most of the, Kadampa master in Tibet, in India, they said, you need long-sighted. I try to be perfect practitioner within 10 years, 20 years, this life, next life, within the millions years. I need to effort to be perfect, excellent, to be a Buddhist practitioner. There is a long sighted, have a long-term plan. We should not think I can be Buddha within this lifetime. So when we read the history of all the Indian sadhu, like a Siddhi practitioner, particularly all the Tibetan practitioner, like for example, Milarepa. When we read the history, story of Milarepa, we got strong, aspiration to be Buddha within one life, within the short time. So we are not yet there to be Buddha very fast within short time. We think it takes 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years, million years. Then people have a question, this life I'm a human being. What happens next life if I'm born as a human, there's no dharma. If I'm born as a animals, then I won't have opportunity to dharma. If you think this, if you have this kind of worry, is very right thoughts, we need to do the preparation. Remember the three practices. Practice morality, practice generosity, practice patience. These are, it look like, can be called insurance. We do a lot of insurance, life insurance, health insurance, house insurance, car insurance. I mean, the car going to get some kind of damage. You already prepared to fix. So these three practices, practice of Shila or vows, Pratimokkha vows, whatever, is a practice, number one. Number two, generosity. Number three, patience. Those are the very important preparation to continuously, take rebirth into higher realms. And also, there's so many kind of, thoughts we have. Many people say, oh, for example, one of your Dharma friend, he or she is do good Dharma practice, but he or she, eat meat. He or she drink, the kind of alcohol, any type of alcohol. Then you always think you should not eat meat, you are Buddhist. You should not drink alcohol, you are Buddhist. Many people say like that. Those your friends who are Buddhists, who are eating meat, who are drinking alcohol, you need to advise, very nice way. If you say Buddhist, then many people thought, oh, I don't want to be Buddhist. I cannot eat meat. I cannot drink alcohol. Right? Therefore, many of this day, many of the youngster, many children, teenagers who are born in Buddhist family, they are not interested in Buddhism. Instead of we teaching Dharma, we teach discipline. Youngster, very energetic people, they don't like discipline. Instead of, teaching discipline, the basic thing what we must do, we bring them to visit a temple and let them do some prostration. Children like to offer light. Children like to offer the joystick. Just let them do as a, enjoyment. When they do prostration, let them do. It doesn't matter which, style. Let them do. After visiting temple, bring them, for nice food, nice drink, like a small pot. Let them enjoy. Therefore, next time they are very excited to see temple, visit temple. They know after temple, visiting temple, they can have good food. Then first we must teach, oh, should not be angry all the time. Anger is very bad. If you are angry person, if you are angry boy, then you won't get, good wife. If you are angry girl, you won't get a good husband, or you won't have a, good life partner. If you are angry, boys and girl, in the future, you won't have a good job. Then they will think, oh, I should not be angry. If you say, oh, angry no good, accumulating bad karma, going hell, then they won't listen you. Therefore, we need to know how to, give strong imprint for the youngster, particularly like a 10, 12, 13, 14 years. Until like 6, 7, 10 years, the children will follow you. Whatever you say, they will do process, they will do. As you do recite, they will recite. When they grow up, having a lot of, influence from outside, influence from friends, then they don't want to go temple, they don't want to do prostration, they don't want to do things. Therefore, we need to teach them step by step, very softly, very nice way. This is I want to say today, so we can discuss more for next class. So from the books, the stanza number, I think number 170, chapter number 2, 170. In the previous few pages teach us control of attachment, particularly control attachment thoughts, like a human being. We attach to the person based on the physical, the physical look out. Physically, the person look nice, then we attach to the physical body. The physical body looks clean, not really clean. Look pure, not really pure. Look beautiful, not really. Therefore, if you are female, you must think the man body looks clean, not really. If you are male, you must think the female body looks clean, looks very attractive. Actually, no. Then here the conclusion here, 170. If you analyze thus, which is mentioned, explained in the previous pages, even though you do not achieve freedom from desire, because your desire has lessened, you will not lust for women. If you are a man, you should think, I will not lust for women. If you are a woman, you should think, I will not lust for men. When we analyze the physical body, we cannot be totally freedom from the lust or attachment, but going to reduce. Then you must think, how come the attachment is kind of very good mind? We must have attachment. No attachment, then no physical relationship. No physical relationship, then there no for future generation. They're all human beings going to distinct. It's also a good question. What we are talking here, we are talking about achieving liberation, achieving Buddhahood, free from samsara and cause of samsara. Within the causes of samsara, attachment is the one of the worst, anger also. So he is teaching us how to control attachment, how to control the lust. Therefore, we will not lust for women. This is how to reduce attachment. Then attachment with like gambling. To hunt game is a horrible cause for short life. fear, suffering, and hell. Therefore, always steadfastly keep from killing. In the past, there's two types of hunters. Someone hunt as a enjoyment, entertainment, like a kings, people go in the forest, hunt the animal as a daily kind of routine entertainment. Then another type of hunter, they hunt animals to eat for food. Whether you are hunting for enjoyment, hunting for food, still you are harming their life. Here, let's say, there's one, nation, those people very much like human meat, for example. They're not allowed to kill within their country. Then what they do, they will go other country, hunt human, kill human, right? They come to kill us. Just imagine somebody coming towards you to killing you for food. How we feel scared. Scared. Same way, when we killed, most of us, we are not purely vegetarian. We eat, but we don't directly kill. But there are so many people, they really want to eat fresh meat, fresh chicken, fresh fish, fresh snake. You can see many people, order fresh, like a fish, like a fresh, what we call lobster. When they cook the fish and the lobster on the pot, you can see the animal is really moving. They really, suffering. The people who are on the table, they are laughing. Also, many people, eat fresh snake. They thought the freshness is good for their health. Yes, if you're only thinking yourself, if you are very selfish, yes, it's good for your health for short time. For the long time, it can be harmful for your health. Because sometimes we know many people have been eating healthy food and drink. They are very, health conscious person. Suddenly we notice, those person has a serious cancer. How come? Mean the karma. Because the person whole life, try to be very healthy conscious, eat and drink very healthy thing, do proper exercise. But many people has, unexpected cancer cases. Therefore, we should not, kill for food, for gain, cause of short life. When we make other beings' life shorter, the karma make our life shorter. The fear, suffering, and hell. First, when we kill, we have a sense of fear. Then at the end, we go into hell. Therefore, always steadfastly keep from killing. Those who frighten embodied beings, when they encounter them, are malevolent, like snake spitting poison. Yes, when we see, the simple example for us, every year we see, our friends and relatives dead body in the coffin. The body is same. It looks exactly same, or looks more beautiful with the makeup, putting, the gentleman coats or, beautiful lady clothes, looks very nice. When we look at the body, we feel scared. The body become very, we know the body is very ugly, very scary. Even though the life, people body It has a just, action, speaking and talking, have some kind of action. But the body, the dead body, the live body, the body be a same as a body. But when we don't have a sense of fattening, the live people body, but we scared, we frightened to the dead body. Actually, same. That means the body, the human body, look like snake, like a snake spitting poison. Mean when the poison killed us. That means so many sufferings and problems we have because of the attachment. The attachment like a poison. Attachment come from where? Mainly, attachment arises. The most attachment, the serious attachment we have towards human, mean human body. We say, I like you, I love you. Actually, we are talking about the physical body, not the person. There are so many, ugly human beings who has a good heart, very compassionate, but we don't like them. We never say, I love you, because they don't have the, the body, which is we think is a very clean and very attractive. Therefore, it is body completely attend with impure. Just as the farmers are glutted when a great rain cloud gathers, so those who glutton in body beings when encounter them are benefits. So the farmers are waiting for summer raining. When they see the big clouds forming in the sky, they feel so happy because they know the rain will come. They can have a good farmings. Therefore, when we realize the actual the body, which is impermanent, which is impure, which is unclean, then we must feel happy. Today, I realize the actual fact of the human body. Realizing the actual fact caused me to achieve the pure body, which is free from the samsaric body. Thus, absorb the practice incessantly and abandon those contrary to them. If you and the world wish to attain unparalleled enlightenment. Therefore, we need to absorb, we need to practice the Dharma incessantly, every moment, every time. Then abandon all the negative actions that we achieve the enlightenment. Then again, what does mean absorb the practice incessantly? You don't have to carry the mala all the time. You don't need to do the posture, mudra all the time. Absorb your mind. Analyze your mind. If you realize negative thoughts, stop. When you realize the thought is positive, develop more. So this, until here, explain how to control attachment, anger, hatred, ignorance, particularly ignorance. Need to control based on realizing emptiness. Emptiness of self, emptiness of the, five aggregates. Mean simply emptiness of the phenomena, the general phenomena, emptiness of the being. Phenomena, is not referred to the external phenomena, talking about the five aggregates. So also, please, read more about the emptiness of I and my, emptiness of the five aggregates. Then 175 is roots. What is the root of the unparalleled enlightenment? Its roots are the altruistic aspiration to enlightenment. Frame like a monarch of the mountains, compassion reaching to all quarters, and wisdom not relying on the duality. Therefore, in order to achieve, unparalleled enlightenment, which is Buddhahood, we need to practice bodhicitta, the conventional bodhicitta. Any of you are studying, more seriously about Buddhism, Buddhist philosophy. Generally, when people, the master, teacher, when they talk about bodhicitta, they always refer to the conventional bodhicitta. The ultimate bodhicitta, we just name as a bodhicitta, is not really bodhicitta. It refers to the conventional bodhicitta. Fame like the monastery or mountain. Yeah, very right. For example, we can generate bodhicitta in the morning, in afternoon no more bodhicitta, full of anger, full of hatred, or hatred towards yourself, hatred other. Afternoon able to generate bodhicitta, evening cannot. Therefore, the practicing bodhicitta is for us, it looks like, piece of paper on the big junction. Piece of paper in the big junction. You can imagine there's a piece of paper in the middle of the road. One car move other side, the paper move this side. The paper is always, moving, changing. Therefore, our daily dharma practice look like piece of paper, piece of like a flame in the junction, in the windy place. Imagine there's a flame, there's a lot of windy. Then you can see the flame is moving, all the time is moving and changing. Therefore, our daily practice should not be like a piece of paper in the junction, on the junction, flame on the windy place. We need to learn how to have a firm compassion, firm love, firm taking refuge. Also, as a Buddhist, everybody, take refuge. We say, I'm Buddhist. I believe in Buddha. I believe in Dharma. I believe in Sangha. Yeah, we claim ourselves. When you meet some other people who are free thinker, who really don't like religion, who follow other religion tradition, when they explain, oh, there's no such a next life, previous life. First we say, no, there's a next life. Then the people explain you, there's no life, previous life, next life, with a kind of, certain reasonings, then you have a doubt. Then slowly you also believe in no next life, previous life. Also you will, slowly you will lose your faith to triple gem, because the faith you have is not enough strong, not enough solid. So whatever we practice, we need to learn how to be solid, how to be strong enough, right? Because not only the young people, but elderly Buddhists, I have seen in Singapore, they are Buddhists. Slowly, they give up practicing Dharma. They give up, they become more free thinker, or they convert into other religion, because they don't have the solid belief in triple gem. They don't have the solid, firm belief in triple gem, because they didn't understand the Four Noble Truths. Therefore, they didn't understand Four Noble Truths, because they didn't understand the two truths. We need to have a sudden understanding for two truths, Four Noble Truths, then triple gem. Also, at the same time, also we need the solid, kind of conviction on law of causality. Particularly, solid conviction, believe in karma. Then you can be Buddhist kind of until you are died, or maybe you can be Buddhist in next life. Therefore, we need to have a solid practice of bodhicitta, like a monarch of the mountains. Compassion reaching to all quarters. All quarters, right? Let me see the photo, what does it mean? Yeah, that means the compassion reach to all kinds of sentient beings, all kinds of sentient beings. Yes, again, the compassion we have, the first very conditioned compassion. He or she return me something, repay me, I always have a compassion. Also, we have a compassion towards first our relatives, then friends, then co-workers. All the compassion we have, very conditioned. The friend always, be nice with you. You always have a love and compassion towards your friend. When the friend becomes very mean to you, annoying you, no more love, no more compassion. Mean the compassion is conditioned. Also, we have a kind of compassion towards our families, relatives. We haven't reached pure compassion towards all sentient beings. Therefore, reaching to all quieters and wisdom not relying on the duality. So this is talking about the most important three causes to achieve Buddhahood. First, bodhicitta. Bodhicitta can be developed if we reach our compassion towards all sentient beings. Also, we can achieve enlightened man with the bodhicitta wisdom with the bodhicitta. Now we are entering, how to practice the bodhisattva path or Mahayana path. Okay, so we have 10 minutes. If there's a Q&A question, if anything I need to clarify, please let me know.
Thank you, Geshe, for the wonderful teachings. Dear Dharma, brother and sister, have any questions?
Geshe, there's a question from the Chinese side. And okay, the question is, Geshe, you mentioned that we need to be continue to born as a human to continue to practice the Dharma. So this student is asking, when we in this life, in past, before become a Buddhist, have done so many bad things, so definitely the karma has been accumulated. So even now, I believe in Dharma. In my next life, in the current life, start from now, if I practice Shila, generosity, and patience, it doesn't make me the next life a human that can continue to study the Dharma. For example, many Buddhist monks that we see, they are in a very bad situation where a lot of them do not have good possessions and weak body. Therefore, they cannot practice the Dharma properly, even born as a human and encounter Buddha Dharma. So even for monks are like that. So what are the chances that this student, as a normal, ordinary person, newly knew about Dharma and start to believe in Dharma, can ensure or make sure that he or she can continue to practice the Dharma?
Thank you for asking this question. Generally, when we see somebody not doing the correct practice, we no need to worry. He or she, wherever she going to born, it is their responsibility, not our responsibility. Also, we can see, so many monks and nuns has a bad condition. I'm not I'm not sure what you are talking about, bad condition, unhealthy mind, unhealthy body, not enough, facility to survive. So, yes, many people, many monks and nuns has a, very bad physical condition, I'm sure. Also, I know many monks and nuns all over the world doesn't have enough facility, not said, doesn't enough, luxury facility to survive. Yes, they are facing physical unhealthy problem, physical problem, financial problem, any kinds of problem there, because they are also human. They have a body. If they don't eat healthy food and drink, body become unhealthy. We need to check, their daily practice. For example, now we have a very, respect to Shanti Dev or Shanti Deva. When he was in Nalanda, him looked like one of the bad monk. Nobody noticed he was high practitioner. He eat breakfast and lunch, no dinner, of course, the time, and sleep, go toilet. 3 activities. Also, many of the Kadamba practitioners in Tibet, in Himalaya, for example, Lama Marpa, also Milarepa, many months he ate only the grass, cooked grass, eat the grass. Whole his body become very, very weak. Like his body, turned as a blue color. Even though when his sister visiting him, he cannot come out from the retreat. There's no enough clothes to cover, whole body. He was looked like one of the, world's beggar. So this is, I think, we have again, very common mistake. Oh, someone follow Dharma, he has this problem, that how I can be sure I can be good. We know ourselves who we are, what kind of practice we do in our daily life. If you really want to ensure next life you can be born as into one of the higher realms, human and deva, be a Buddhist, 3 practice very important. You need to maintain the 3 practices, particularly, process of the death, moment of the death. You're able to maintain the 3 practices: Shila, patience, generosity, taking refuge to the Triple Gem, able to remember all your Dharma knowledge. This means ensure 100% you will be born into higher realms. What is the logic? I can tell you. For example, tonight, you put the right condition, the soil, water, the right temperature for the flower. Tomorrow morning you can see the flower is growing because you put the right condition. This evening you add all soil, everything, but you add hot water on the seeds. Tomorrow morning you cannot see it's growing. The positive, the conducive condition produce the positive result. The negative condition, the negative, cause produce the negative things. This is the logic. The moment of the death, you remember the 3 practices, remember the Triple Gem, control particular your head attachment. Hatred is still okay. When you become very weak, you don't have a sense of hatred or the enemy or those people, this person. Attachment is always there, particularly attachment towards your belongings. Therefore, before we become quite serious, you need to let go everything, your property, whatever. You must have a clear kind of will. Say, everything, whatever I have, the house, the car, the money, and everything, you just share with your friends and family, whoever you wish to write will. Then yes, you can write will for your belonging. What about your family, your children, your wife, your brother, your father, mother, how you can detach? Also, you need to learn how to practice detachment with your family. If you practice these three things, right? 3 plus, remember the triple gem, non-attachment, moment of the death, then ensure next life you can be human or deva, because you have all the conducive condition. Ensure you can be Buddhist, because you die within the taking refuge to the triple gem. Therefore, the mind power is so powerful. It push you into, lower realm. It push you to higher realms. Therefore, always control your negative thoughts, particularly moment of the death. Whether you believe or not, I'm not saying you must believe what I said. You read other books, what I said, then you will have a strong conviction. Don't worry, what other people doing. The monks and none other your dharma friend, you no need to worry. This is not your responsibility. Your responsibility, your duty is how to be good person, how to practice this thing yourself. Focus your daily practice. Don't interfere, what going around us. Okay, so thank you so much, all of you, to attend the Sunday class. The next class also, we will do same thing. I read, a few sentences from here, then we can have a more discussion, Q&A. Please, everybody, prepare question. I will try to answer for your question. And thank you so much for attending the Sunday class. Then have a good Sunday. Now, all the things become normal, the shopping mall, the restaurant, the business, everything is, fully open. Also, you should not think, we are totally free from COVID. Still, make sure you protect yourself. So, thank you. So, do the short dedication. I chant in Tibetan. So, the chanting is quite long. Just leave it. We do the short one. During our Dharma class, we have accumulated great amounts of merit. Reason number 1, we chant all the verses with a pure, great motivation. Also, we reflect the consequence of all the negative thoughts, the consequence of positive thoughts. Also, I think many of you have a strong kind of commitment, not engage into negative actions. Also, the teaching we are discussing is written by Nagarjuna. The teaching is very important. Therefore, we have accumulated, great amounts of merit. All the merit we have accumulated today to dedicate ourselves, become a Buddha, to benefit all sentient beings. Jamba bawe jidara gemba dang gundo zambo deyang dejen deda gunje jesu da loje gewan di da tamje rado. Dedicate all the merit, able to generate bodhicitta, great compassion, the perfect wisdom, free from the samsara, free from the ignorance. Chanjo senjo rinpo je ma ye pa na ye gyuru, ye wa nyamba me pa kone gondo pelwar sho. Last, we dedicate all the merit for world peace, peace between Russia Ukraine, rest of the world. Thank you so much. Have a happy Sunday. Thank you. Thank you.